What is happening, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Games Graps Podcast. My name is Sonny G, and with me, as always, is Finn Steele.
Hello.
How you doing, Finn?
No, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. After a few weeks, well, a couple of weeks, we're back. Just had a couple of weeks break. We didn't really have a lot to talk about and been busy and all sorts of different stuff. But we're back now. We're not, like I said, we're not going anywhere. We're here forever, never getting rid of us.
Exactly. Sorry, I left my speaker turned on.
Finn was so far into the camera then, like his face was just right there.
You're welcome.
So much face in the camera. That is unbelievable that happened.
That's my
Finn's clearly used a new moisturizer.
Yeah, we need to use more face stuff. So dry.
Face stuff.
Face cream.
Just face stuff. Space person.
Space person.
Oh man, so I've not watched any wrestling for a little while. Okay, I've been watching the top tens, and so I've been keeping up as best as I can because I've been busy. All right, so Finn is going to guide us through the wrestling bit of this podcast in a little while, and I will chime in with what I know.
Yeah, cool. That's good. It's been a good week actually. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, from what I have watched, like in terms of the highlights and stuff like that, it has, it's looked really, really good. But we'll get through it. We always do, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But before we get to all that, Finn, what have you been playing?
It's been a busy few weeks. I finally, after all this time, platinumed Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Hell yeah!
I got the soundboard up. Applause. But yeah, excellent game. The challenges were indeed brutal and / legendary, as they're called. I did look up a guide for the harder challenges because it's impossibly stupidly hard. But luckily, there's some the strategies you can do and some ways you can build up. You're using materia to power up your magic and get it done that way. It's very good. It took many attempts, but I got there. It actually feels really epic when you finally get to like the point where you're actually winning. You got that awesome music going on in the background, and I'm doing it, finally get brother. And you want to kill him. It's like, yeah.
So
really cool.
With this, do you think you'll look back at it with like fondness? Because obviously, I know that there's some games that are brutally difficult. Crash 4 being one of them, it's difficult to look back at that with fond memories. But will you look back at Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and be like, hell yeah, that game rules?
Absolutely, yeah. It's so good. It was a challenge. It was maybe a little bit too hard, but still it managed to be fun and still felt good when I finally beat it. And when I finally beat Crash 4, it's like I was just destroyed. Like, okay, I'm done. Put that away forever now.
Never to be played again ever.
Yeah. Whereas I'll be happy to play through Rebirth again. It was so good.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I played it on hard mode, which actually wasn't that bad. Hard mode was actually pretty straightforward after going through all that.
Yeah.
I only have to look up a guide for one boss, and it's because you're forced to use Red 13 and Barrett, or two characters I didn't really use that much during the main game. So I wasn't familiar with how their moveset because it's been so long since I used them.
Sure.
But I got through it, and then the rest of it was pretty straightforward, which I'm happy about.
Cool.
And yeah, really good. You need to play through it.
I will, for sure. I will definitely play through it. It's on my never shortening list.
Yeah.
So obviously, I played through Final Fantasy 7 Remake, which I absolutely loved. It's so good. And I will play through Rebirth for sure. I'll get around to it at some point, definitely.
Yeah. I want to hear your perspective of it as someone who hasn't played the original. I think that.
Yeah, well, I hadn't played the original Final Fantasy 7 anyway, and then when I played through Remake, it was like I had played it, but I hadn't played through it.
Yeah.
So when I played through Remake, I was like, this is amazing. It really is amazing. The story is amazing. The setting is amazing. The characters are amazing. So I have to now carry on the story because I just want to see how it progresses. Because obviously, Remake leaves you on a huge cliffhanger.
It doesn't.
So I am going to play through Rebirth for sure.
Excellent, good. I want to hear your thoughts on like the ending and stuff like that because
okay,
very interesting. Cool. What else have I been playing? I started up a game called Nine Souls, which is on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
I've
good.
heard of this.
Yeah, it's very good. Souls like / Metroidvania. It's like 2D.
God Almighty! Right, they are two overused genres, right? Like we can be clear on that.
With indie games for sure. But this one actually is very good, and they've done a good job making it feel pretty unique.
Okay.
Compared to some of the other ones. It focuses mostly on parrying, a little bit like a Sekiro.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really any blocking. You just have to.
Great game, by the way.
Hey,
Sekiro is a great game.
a hell of a game. Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. But yeah, it's a great game. Maybe a bit too story heavy. There's a lot of talking in it, and I'm not like when I'm playing a game like Metroidvania or whatever. I'm not too bothered about the story. I just want to get in and start jumping around and slashing things.
Sure.
So there's a lot of blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. Just let me play.
Is it sort of story where it like pops up and you have to read dialogue, or is it actual cutscenes?
Yeah, it's dialogue. You have to read all the stuff.
Okay.
Depending on the game, I don't mind. I like story stuff, but then this is just like, all right, I just want to get to the action. I just want to, there's a reason why like Metroid has barely any story. It's all in like chat logs and stuff you find. But it's just like non-stop talking. It's like,
okay,
I get on with it.
Yeah,
that's really the only negative about it. The rest of the game is really, really fun to play. That's all. It's all a lot of people's like best game of the year like lists. It's like,
wow,
that's really good. I thought about buying it on PSN, and then I saw it pop up in Game Pass. I was like, I saved money.
Nice.
So
do you want to talk about the game of the year stuff in a little bit, actually, because the Game Awards are next week, or this coming week, actually, should I say? And I just want to talk about the actual Game of the Year nominees, but we'll do that in a bit.
Yeah, good idea. We'll do that. Cool. And that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna look I've got my little list here, but
right. I know that I know you got the platinum for Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh yeah, how did I forget that?
Because I saw it. It popped up on that cool little feed thing on PlayStation 5 that's there now.
Yeah, sport listening, I like that. But yeah, of course, GTA 3. How did I forget? It's a really fun, classic game. It's GTA 3. The update they've done, what I've done recently with the graphics, fixing everything, looks great. The player's great. Didn't crash on me a single time. So a big improvement from when it first came out. Yeah, it's really fun. It has aged.
It's awesome, right? GTA 3 is awesome.
It's so good. It's easily one of my favorite games growing up on the PS2.
Yeah.
It has aged quite a lot. If you're unfamiliar with it and you played it for the first time after playing GTA 5, you'll be like, why? What is this shit? Why does it control like this? But if you're the fans of retro games like myself, or you grew up with these games, then you love it because it's really shows the evolution of where GTA has come from.
Oh yeah, I mean, they always have that similar core gameplay, like in terms of side missions, rampages, all the rest of it.
Yeah,
but the actual evolution of the gameplay itself it's super impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong, GTA 3 doesn't play bad now.
Yeah.
Neither do the others. But there's a very distinct level of improvement there as you get towards GTA 5, and I'm sure GTA 6 will have improvements over GTA 5 if that ever comes out. But it's coming out. I know it is. So I'm joking. But yeah, there is significant levels of improvement as time goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Yeah, the 2D games on PS1, and you got GTA 3, which blew people away, and then that's.
To be honest, I think you have to look at Red Dead 2 for that level of improvement, even over GTA 5.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. Yeah. Where's off? Did that get a PS5 version or an update or anything?
Red Dead? No.
Yeah.
Which is amazing to me, considering how beloved it is. And you see people. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's still gorgeous when you play it now, anyway. Oh, yeah. But I'm amazed. I mean, GTA 5 has had, obviously, it's been through PS3, 4, and 5, and it's had updates for all of them. So for Red Dead Redemption 2 to not have a PS5 upgrade feels like we've been cheated a little, but it still looks beautiful regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But yeah, that's about it then. So GTA 3, Rebirth, and Nine Souls are pretty much it for now. Okay. How about yourself?
Not a great deal, to be honest. I've been playing a new football game called UFL, which is a new free-to-play football game that's just come out. Cool. Because quite frankly, I'm sick to death of EAFC. eFootball, as much as I love the gameplay, nothing about the game has really changed over the last few years. So UFL has come along, and it's a bit of a breath of fresh air. It isn't perfect by any stretch. I think there's still things that need to be done to improve it. But as a starting block where it's at now, it's good.
Cool. Awesome.
So that's worth a look. Been playing a bunch of VR stuff. Me and you have been playing Walkabout Mini Golf.
Oh, yeah.
I want to platinum that game. I know it's going to be difficult, but I would be so proud of it. Like, it's a game that I love so much that I feel like I want to get that platinum.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. It just it's going to take a lot of practice. It's why I haven't got it yet. Because I hate practice.
It's the hard courses. That's the only stumbling block for the platinum trophy, is getting par or better on the hard courses. The 8, that's only the base courses as well. The 8 that are on there. Is it 8? It is 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for the 8 base courses, you need to get par or better on all of them. And it's not easy. It's not. But I really want to do it.
Yeah, I've done one, and I completed it by accident when we were playing that race. It was on the second one, which everyone's asked what that one's called. The cherry blossom.
I can't remember what it's called. Is it the cherry blossom one? That one?
Yeah, I think so. But you played it, and I gave me the trophy for getting under par on the hard course. I was like, "What? Really?"
Which is weird that you got it on the race, because it doesn't count your score.
Yeah, it's weird because when you look on my high score, it just says like nothing basically. Because I haven't played it on hard.
You take it. I mean, you definitely take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been playing Walkabout Mini Golf. Played Metal Hellsinger VR.
Oh yeah, I want to try that.
Which is really good. It's not the greatest looking game I've ever played.
That's fair.
But in terms of gameplay, it's really, really good. I was wondering how difficult it was going to be to sort of keep to the beat and also move around and shoot stuff in VR, but it really isn't that difficult. Well, once you sort of pick up and play the game, you're like, oh, okay, this is actually not as difficult as it potentially could be.
Yeah, that's good. They've apparently got quite an easy platinum trophy as well, which is good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's a bonus.
Okay. It's good that it even has a platinum trophy, because some VR games just don't, and I don't know why devs think crap trophy lists are okay, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Played Trombone Champ. We both played that.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun, and it is so funny. I'm really bad at it. You are not bad at it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Some of the harder ones are a bit rough. But yeah, it's fun. It's really, really fun. It's very funny when you mess up and it just sounds looking like the song.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my rendition of God Save the King was appalling. It sounds like I was blowing into a toilet roll, like a kitchen roll tube.
Yeah. Some of the horns you can unlock as well. When you can buy it. They're really funny because there's like one which is just like rubber chicken. Makes rubber chicken down.
But a lot of thought and love has gone into that game, and it's just so good.
Yeah, really, really good.
I'm trying to
Actually,
think of what else.
There's a broken trophy on there at the minute, so you can't get the band trophy, which is annoying.
Oh, really? That is annoying. Yeah. Okay, I don't like that. What else? I'm just trying to have a look here to see what I've played on my channel, because that's the best way for me to figure it all out. I played. There's a new Premier League, officially licensed Premier League VR game, which is very, very cool. I played that. That's cool if you're a football fan like me. Really, really good. I played a puzzle game called Squingle, which is cool as well.
Cool.
Yeah, which is very cool. I played Exo Cars, which is a racing game, sort of like MotorStorm type thing.
Okay.
It's bloody hard, but it's good. And I played Starship Troopers Continuum VR, so you don't have to, because it's crap. And they know it's crap because they've delayed the PlayStation VR 2 version of it.
Good. I'll be sure not to play it.
Yeah, definitely don't play it. It's awful. It's awful. There's another Starship Troopers game that's just come out recently as well, I think. A flat screen version, and I'm sure that's crap as well. So just if you see the words Starship Troopers and it's a video game, don't play it. because it's probably crap.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would say definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also checked out yesterday Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, I actually saw a trailer of that. I was like, oh, that looks pretty fun, pretty interesting. It was like a cinematic trailer. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. Then I watched the gameplay trailer and was like, oh, it's Overwatch, okay.
Yep. It's Overwatch. It is Overwatch with Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And you know, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's decent. Yeah, but I was just like, it's like, oh, okay. The cinematic trailer really oversold it.
Yeah, just slightly. But you fire up the game and it literally looks like Overwatch. It's cool if you like Marvel and you like Overwatch. It's third person, which I guess is different to Overwatch, but it's just fine. It isn't gonna win any Game of the Year awards. At least I don't think so. I put that on Threads earlier on, and I had people like come back going, well, if you're, I just said, oh, it's Overwatch with Spider-Man. And they were like, what? I've had people come back to me like, well, if you're playing it just Spider-Man, you're not going to enjoy it. It's like, no, you're missing the point. I didn't say the game was bad. I didn't say the game was great. I said it was okay. And it is. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll do well because it's Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's people are sick of Overwatch, I think. So
yeah, don't be like Concord where it just dies immediately. Because that's characters. People like Marvel. People like Overwatch, I think. So it'll be fine.
People did like Overwatch. I don't even know if people do or don't like Overwatch anymore.
People complain about it, but they still play it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
So make your minds up. Which is it? Do you like it or do you not?
Exactly. I love the first Overwatch. I played it a lot and it's great. But then I kind of got bored of it. And I tried to play the second one. And then it wasn't letting me log in and I got bored. So screw it. I can't be asked.
Yeah, they messed it up and they know it.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's redeemed itself now. I don't care. I have no intention of going back to it ever.
Nah.
But I played Marvel Rivals. Like I said, it's just okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Another free-to-play game in an already overcrowded space, which will lead us very nicely onto what I want to talk about next, which is yet another free-to-play game that is basically being killed next year.
Yep. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, so X-Defiant is closing down next year. And it's actually a game that I've praised on this podcast for being good. And it is good.
Yeah.
But clearly, there's just not room for it. The thing is, if you're playing X-Defiant and then Call of Duty comes to Game Pass, you're going to play Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. People were very positive about it during the betas. The problem is they kept making betas and not releasing it, pushing it back to release date. When they did release it, they released it right before Call of Duty came out. Like, what are you doing, Ubisoft? People aren't gonna, no matter how good your game is, people are gonna jump over to Call of Duty.
They are, yeah, and especially now Call of Duty is on Game Pass as well. I mean, the player base for that is always insane anyway, even when you have to buy it. But if you've got an Xbox, I mean, it would have sold ridiculous on PlayStation anyway. I know it would have. Right. So people are already not going to play X-Defiant on PlayStation because they've bought Call of Duty. And if you're playing X-Defiant on Xbox, you're going to play even less because it's on Game Pass and you haven't got to pay for it because the likelihood is if you own an Xbox, you pay for Game Pass.
Yeah. Like if the game long before Call of Duty, they've kind of built up a player base. People are stuck with it and like, oh, we're playing this. And, this is my game. I'm going to keep playing this game. But because you had such little time between it coming out and Call of Duty coming out, people are just going to go over to what they know. Yeah,
and it sucks. It's a real shame because, like I've said before, the X-Defiant was basically Ubisoft Call of Duty. It was, but the maps were based on Ubisoft franchises, which makes perfect sense, and it made it cool to play. You were playing, Domination or something in the Splinter Cell HQ.
That's very cool.
In the Division or something like that, or Watch Dogs, and there was Watch Dogs characters to play as and stuff like that, and it was cool. But again, the space is so overpopulated.
Yeah,
and I've seen people arguing this on Twitter and the other social medias when Marvel Rivals released a couple of days back, and it had a really huge player base on Steam, and I've seen people like, oh, but I thought the free to play space was too overcrowded and people didn't want new ones, and people then sort of like going, oh, this is why people were saying this is why Concord failed, and all the rest of it. It's like, regardless of what you say and regardless of what you play and what you enjoy playing, that space is overcrowded.
Yeah.
It just is. I think we spoke about foam stars on this part of the show last time.
I think so, yeah.
And that is, it's not closing down completely, but support is stopping.
Yeah. That's not even the same as like a Call of Duty, but it is. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's not nowhere near the same. It's basically Splatoon with foam.
Pretty much, and people are going to play Splatoon instead because it's Nintendo.
Yeah,
like apparently it is good. People who played it were quite surprised at how good it was. But
I played the beta, I think.
Yeah, it's just not gonna. It's not something that's gonna blow people away.
No, where Splatoon is really good, and it's a very high quality, unsurprisingly, Nintendo release. So if you've got a Switch and that's your kind of thing, you're gonna play Splatoon, right?
Pretty much. It's like any game that tries to copy another game, people are just gonna play the original because why would you want to play a copy of something that's already good?
Exactly, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't know where it ends. But we've had this free to play discussion so many times now.
Yeah,
but I don't know where it ends. I don't know when people finally start to wise up. Game developers finally start to wise up and think, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this because look at all these other games that have shut down. Like that bloody one that was announced where it was like you play in the dark or something, and then I can't even remember what it's called. That's I can't even remember what it was called. And so that that game's probably dead on arrival. I don't even know if it came out or what, but I think it was on the Xbox showcase that they showed it, and it was going
something like
into
that,
like early access or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but already, I bet if you went on there now, there wouldn't be many people playing it.
No, I was like, when it got announced, it was like people were like, "Oh, that's weird," and I never heard anything about it again. Yeah. Like nobody ever. I've never seen anyone mention it again until you said it. Right?
There'll be a statement in a week and being like, "Well, unfortunately, we're shutting the servers down. Season 1 will still go ahead as planned, but if you've paid for it, we'll give you money back and all the rest of it."
Yeah,
just wise up. Fortnite is always going to be the free-to-play game.
Yeah.
So don't make another battle royale. So many tried, so many failed. I have to be honest, I've not seen any battle royale games pop up since.
Yeah, I think now we'll start to see him calm down a bit because after like such a big, big ordeal that Concord was, it's a big name like Concord is supposed to be, and Sony putting all the money into it. The big business people with the suits and ties in the boardrooms are going to see that and think, oh, okay, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe this isn't what people want. And they'll start to wise up and be like, okay, move on to something else. So we can move in that.
But I think Marvel Rivals will do well for now.
Yeah.
But I will be very interested to see how long it lasts. People love Marvel. So that might be... Yeah, they've already partnered up with Fortnite. There's already like Marvel Rival skins in Fortnite.
Oh, really? Wow.
So that already gives it a bit of a leg up.
Yeah.
But I'll be very interested to see how long it lasts.
Yeah, it'll probably last a lot well at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not bad. It's just not setting the world on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, rip X-Defiant, rip Foam Stars, or at least the support for it.
Yes, rip in peace.
Yeah. I'm amazed people even play it, in all honesty.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Yes. The last time we did this, this wasn't out at that point, but the PlayStation Portal has had an update where you can now stream games from the PlayStation Plus catalog.
Yes, it makes it not a complete waste of money.
I think this is a game changer for it.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty huge. You can play. You don't even need a PS5 or PS4, whatever anymore.
Nope.
Just buy it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's now made it. I think it's if you have an Xbox and you want to play The Last of Us, for example, I mean, it's only in beta at the minute, and I'm sure that not the whole catalog is there. If it was, it'd be ridiculous. It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the games that are there are pretty awesome. So if you want that PlayStation sort of experience, the PlayStation Portal is it feels like a no-brainer at this point, because the streaming quality is very, very good. There's no input lag whatsoever. You still get all the DualSense features and everything with the Portal itself. And yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, I was playing GTA 5 on mine.
Nice.
And it was just a seamless experience. It was very, very good. Plus, you take it any way you want and play without the hassle of, it's not a hassle having to connect to your PS5, but it's not all the time a smooth experience. But this, you are literally streaming from a game catalog, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think that's huge, and I think that's what should have been there since day one. As I said, it's as I say, it's a game changer. People will buy this who don't have a PS5, which is great. Yep. I think the ultimate game changer would be if you could download games onto it, so you didn't need an internet connection. That'd be huge. I think that's coming. I think there's been rumors for ages now that PlayStation are working on a standalone handheld device. Yeah, I think this is like testing the waters. I mean, like, okay, is this gonna sell more? Is this gonna work? Do people like this? And people do. And so I think we might see something coming or announced fairly soon, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. But I think this is a huge game changer, a massive win for the PlayStation Portal. It really, really is. I think even if you've got a PS5 like I have, if you just want to fire up a game on the fly, I played, again, another one that I played was Spider-Man Miles Morales on there.
Yeah.
Because it's a Christmas game. It's Christmas time,
Yeah.
And again, it's just seamless, and it looks great. The screen's brilliant anyway. I was playing it 60 FPS with ray tracing on the Portal, and it looks great.
Awesome.
But they are adding to the catalog as well on there, because I know they've just added a bunch of PlayStation 1 games. Dino Crisis is on there to stream. Resident Evil Director's Cut is on there.
Nice.
You won't get trophies on those ones because Capcom hates us, but you can play them.
Yeah, it's cool that they're on there. I like.
But when they start putting the PlayStation 3 stuff on there to stream, then oh yeah, we are in business. So Sony, come on now, we all love it. All us Portal owners, we love it. So stick the PlayStation 3 stuff on there, and let's go.
Yeah. Speaking of classic gaming, you turned on your PS5 recently with the update.
I have.
Cool. Classic PS1 startup. When Wars mentioned on Discord, I went on there, big smile on my face as soon as it popped up. I was like, oh yeah. Nostalgia.
I know it's only a temporary thing, but it's a really nice touch.
Yeah, I hope they give us an option to keep it. Give us a setting the options to hey, do you want to keep the startup?
Did you pick a theme?
Yeah, I picked a PS2 theme.
Yeah, me too. I like that it's got the noises on there and stuff. I love that. I think it's great.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, please Sony, let us keep at least the startup. It's too cool.
It's very, very cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, cool.
Very nice.
Look at Sony doing cool stuff for us.
I know, right?
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Right then. It's a new month. Yes, it is. Should we go through?
Yes, it is. Yes, let's do that.
Cool. Excuse me. Right. So the first one on the list came out on the 6th, I think, earlier, a couple of days ago. It's part of Exile 2, which is a Diablo.
Oh, yeah.
Basically Diablo 4, but different. Looks very nice.
The first one.
Yeah. A lot of people seem to like it. It's got good reviews, so that's good feedback. Yeah, it looks really good. Looks like Diablo, and
it looks exactly like Diablo. Yeah, and that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. If you like Diablo, you'll probably enjoy it. The first one's very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out if you're a Diablo fan. Yeah, we talked about this already, but Marvel Rivals came out a couple of days ago. We didn't talk about it anymore, but yeah, it's Overwatch, but Marvel.
Yeah, it's Overwatch with Spider-Man. Don't come for me.
Yeah. And a game I only found out about a couple of days ago called Fantasian Neo Dimension, which is a game made by the original developer of Final Fantasy, back in the old days, along with Nobu Uematsu, who does the music for almost every Final Fantasy game. I think he did it for 16 as well. Very talented composer.
I'm nodding like I know.
Yeah. He does some great music. He did it for Rebirth, did music for 16 and every other Final Fantasy.
And the music for them games does bang, to be honest. So yeah.
10 out of 10. Yeah, it's basically a PS1 style RPG, like turn-based combat. You got like the fixed camera angles and the, stuff like that.
Square have, I'm pretty certain it's Square that's done it, but Square have brought a turn-based RPG out on Quest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's like pixel art, so it's like a very old school looking RPG, but it's turn based and it's it's on MetaQuest now. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll remember for next time and I'll talk about it.
It sounds awesome. I'll play that. But yeah, it's like fixed camera angles, like pre-rendered backgrounds, and yeah, it looks like an old Final Fantasy game on PS1.
Nice.
It was great. Yeah, I'll be playing this at some point for sure. This is my kind of thing.
It is.
I think the first game was like on mobile. It's like Apple Arcade or some rubbish. But with this one,
some rubbish.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. I'll be playing that.
Right.
Then we have a game I've seen everywhere online, and people seem to be excited for it for some reason. It's Infinity Nikki.
What?
Another one of these. I know. Another one of these gacha games, not unlike Genshin Impacts, etc. There's loads of these games, and everyone seems to enjoy them.
What is it?
It's basically an open world exploration game, but it's the combat. I don't even know there is combat, but you basically this magical girl you buy dresses for her, and different dresses have different abilities. And I think that's about it. There's all these different mini games and things you can do. I think it's free to play, and so it's all to do with like you pump money into buying credits you can use to buy dresses and loot boxes, and people love it.
So you've got that. I don't even know what most of them are called. Yeah, I know what Genshin Impact is. Honkai Star Rail, is that one?
Yeah, you nailed it. I think Sunny secretly play all these games.
I do play it. Yeah, I go on Do Not Show Us online on my PlayStation and I play it.
I see. Yeah.
I put my cat headphones on and I do it. That's what I do.
I see. But yeah, so it's Genshin Impact's Honkai Star Rail, and then Zenless Zone Zero, which is
I've heard of that one as well. I've seen them on the PlayStation Store. Yeah,
those two, all of them are the same team.
There's one that's coming out that like I know they kept showing footage for where it was like the traversal looked like Spider-Man.
Interesting. Okay.
And it looked great. And I think that's going to be like a free to play one of these types of games as well. But the traversal was literally like Spider-Man. I can't remember what the game's called, but I remember it being shown and seeing it and just thinking, wow, that. And I wasn't the only one with the opinion, but yeah, it's it looked a lot like Spider-Man in terms of the way it moved and stuff.
Cool, very interesting.
They'll probably show it at the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, good point actually. Yeah, interesting. Clearly Japan has this free to play stuff figured out. Because they
the only country that does.
Yeah. So that's what you need to do, Ubisoft. Scrap all the Call of Duty stuff. You need to make a magical girl shooter, like a Call of Duty style shooter, but with magical girls instead of like guns and stuff. Have like wands and magic, and you can buy different girls, different dresses, and all that stuff. People love it. Loot boxes.
That's where the smart money is.
Yeah, you buy loot boxes, you get new girls to play as, you get new dresses. And boys, you can have some anime boys in there as well. Why not? People will be into that still. Like rainbow guns and magical. I'd buy it. I probably wouldn't buy it, but people will buy it. Trust me, people will buy it.
People will buy it. Yeah, they will.
Because clearly, there's audiences out there. Japan has figured it out.
Because there's so many of these games now. So
make it happen, Ubisoft. Hire me. I'll help.
There you go.
I'm the man with all the ideas. I'll make it happen.
Finn's got it sorted. Finn's got you covered, Ubisoft.
Good fun. So that's that. As Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki. Do you remember the thing from the PS2 question mark?
I do. It was good, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it's getting a remaster. On on everything: Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, Switch. So yeah, classic PS2. Was it on PS2 or Xbox? I got Xbox.
PS2, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know I played it. And,
It might have been on Xbox as well, though.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a cool one of the few good movie tie-in games. It's worth checking out. Hopefully,
What a weird game to bring out.
I know, right? It seemed very random.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Clearly,
cool.
there's an audience for it. So fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I think if I remember rightly, it was good.
Yeah. Cool. I'm down for that. You mentioned it already, but UFL, the free-to-play football game, came out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Is that a Funko Pop game? Funko Fusion?
It's been out a while now, that.
Oh, is it? That must be a new update or something.
Oh, I think it's got some DLC.
That makes sense. Cool. Interesting.
It's quite good. Think Lego games, but with Funko Pops.
Oh, okay. That's really fun. I like Lego games.
Yeah, it's literally that, actually. It is literally that.
Oh, cool. Fair enough. We have the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out next week.
Tomorrow, I'm so excited.
Tomorrow? Nice. Even better.
I literally watched Raiders of the Lost Ark today because I'm so excited.
That's awesome. It's got some good reviews.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's coming to Game Pass, I believe.
Yeah, Game Pass day 1 tomorrow, and then it's coming to PlayStation 5 next year, I believe.
Awesome.
But yeah, Game Pass day 1 tomorrow. But it's I can't wait. It looks awesome.
Yeah, cool, excellent. We have the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remaster coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Classic PS1.
Not really bothered about these, to be honest, but there's an audience for them.
Yeah, I like Soul Reaver 2, which I played like many years ago. Great game.
It's pretty cheap as well, this collection. I think you can pick it up. I think it's like, if you pre-order it, it's like 22 quid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So it's not you're not paying 60 quid for it, which it wouldn't be worth anyway. But for people who want that, that's a good price, I think.
Yeah, it's sort of remaster that's on the level of like a Tomb Raider remaster that we had got recently.
Oh yeah,
like a fresh coat of paint. Plays with the same, controls the same. It just looks nicer,
which is fine.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know, there's the Soul Reaver games. There's also the Blood Omen games, which are part of the same series. Like the Blood Omen games, you play as Kain, who is the villain of Soul Reaver 1 and 2.
Yeah,
which is cool. And then they had like a crossover game, which is also really cool. But yeah,
Legacy of Kain is on the PlayStation Plus collection.
It is actually, yeah. Blood Omen, just the first one.
It's just the first one, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Then we got a game which I forgot about, but I'm also very excited for. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind.
Oh, that's soon, isn't it? What date's that out?
On the 10th, so a couple of days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tuesday. Oh, yeah, that looks awesome. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I love the Power Rangers back in the day. I've still got my Megazord and all my toys in the loft somewhere.
That rules.
Yeah, it's very cool.
They're worth money, dude.
I looked at it recently. Actually, they weren't worth a whole lot, but maybe in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But very very nostalgic. 2D beat 'em ups.
It looks really great.
Yeah, really good fun. Very nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very cool. And it's classic Power Rangers, not the new crap. Classic Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's where it's at. That's where it'll always be at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep your Turbo Power Rangers and your Dino Rangers or whatever. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is where it's at and where it will where it begins, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all my toys out and ready for this game.
Hell yeah! I'd pop for that. I really would.
Yeah. Very cool. Can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Resident Evil 2 remakes is coming to iPhone.
Sure.
For some reason.
Who fucking wants this? Honestly, who is playing Resident Evil 2 remake on an iPhone?
Yeah, nobody. It's like iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Mac I can understand, I guess, for the 5 people each. But on your phone, I don't really understand.
This weird strategy of bringing full games to phones is odd. I know people spend most of their lives on their phones, myself included. But I wouldn't want to sit there and play through a full, Death Stranding. You can get on phones.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, you think I want to sit and play through Death Stranding on my phone? Absolutely not.
No, that's crazy. Got me that on the phone.
Yeah.
Mental.
Stupid.
Mental. And we have a VR game, Alien Rogue Incursion.
Oh yeah, dude. That looks so good.
VR2 and Quest 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like
this has been delayed for Quest, actually. This is just coming on PlayStation VR 2 for now. It's coming out on Quest, I believe, next year.
Interesting. What's the Alien game? Alien Isolation, that's what I'm thinking of. It's like
good
that
game,
but it's in VR.
Yeah. So just PlayStation VR 2 for now. You might not have been on the list that you've got, but Behemoth just came out as well.
Oh, yeah? Awesome.
I've not played it yet. It's Skydance's Behemoth. I've read mixed things about it. I think it looks really good, but it's one I will check out at some point for sure.
Cool. What else have we got? I think that might be about it. But pretty, being December, there's not a huge amount coming out.
No.
At the end of the year. But yeah, I think that's about it. Ready for the big games?
What's your pick of the month?
Pick of the month. Don't really know. It's probably Indiana Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
The big game. Oh, of course, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Well, yeah, there is that as well. So there is a couple of good ones this month. Alien looks really great on VR, but Indiana Jones for me is the pick of the month, I think.
Yeah, gotta go Power Rangers for the nostalgia.
That's fair, yeah.
Nothing quite gets my nostalgia juices flowing more than the Power Rangers theme song.
No, it's banger. Total banger.
Whenever I hear it, I'm like, yes, it's hyped up.
It jacks you up. That's why, that's why it's there. It's to jack you up for an episode of Power Rangers where they're going to kill beat up a bunch of putty guys, stand there in front of them, morph while the bad guys just watch. And then they beat them up and then turn it to a big robot dinosaur, which is awesome. So,
yeah, very cool. Awesome.
Go Power Rangers.
Pokemon theme. It gets me going. I don't know why.
Yeah, Pokemon theme's banger as well. Can't be doing with the guy who sings it though. Like he milks it. He is milking it. Like he's like at conventions and stuff like that, like singing it. It's like, dude,
making the money out of it.
He's just milking it. Like, I saw a video on TikTok, and he was like stood outside like a trading card shop with an acoustic guitar, singing the song.
Oh God! You remember me, guys? Yeah.
Hey, I sung this song nearly 30 years ago.
You want my autograph? Anyone? Please?
Yeah, please. I'll sign your Pikachu card. Kid's like, I don't even know the fuck you are, dude.
Yeah. You can find me on what the hell's that website or that thing called where you like pay for celebrities to Cameo? That's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Find me on Cameo. I'll sing you the song.
I'll sing the Pokemon song for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll put your name in at the start, so it sounds like it's for you. That's something else I don't understand why people do is pay for messages from celebrities.
Cameo. Yeah. I suppose it's novelties there of like, oh, he knows me, he says my name. Oh, but yeah, it's either it costs a fortune.
Yeah, I know. It just seems crazy to me.
Yeah. No. Hey. Yeah, that's all the gaming stuff, I think, unless you got something to add.
No, not really. I don't think so. Oh, before we quickly move on to wrestling, I just want to know what you think is going to win Game of the Year. We will talk about the Game Awards in better depth next week after it's happened. But let me just bring up the Game Awards. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, I'll bring them up too. Let's have a look.
So just the main category for Game of the Year. Here we go. Right. So, obviously, there's 6 nominees there.
Mm-hmm.
You got Astrobot.
Yeah.
Balatro? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay. Don't know what that is, but apparently it's good. Black Myth Wukong, or a.k.a. Monkey Souls.
Monkey Souls. Cool.
The controversial one is the Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree DLC.
Interesting.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor Refantasio.
Cool.
What do you think is going to win?
I want to say Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be my pick personally. I think that is what will win. It'll be either that or Elden Ring.
Yeah, I would like Astrobot to win.
Yeah,
because that's been one of my personal games of the year. I also like Wukong, but I think the Elden Ring DLC is going to win it.
Yeah, it's definitely. I would have put it in a different category.
I would have too, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think there should be just like a DLC of the year, or make it its own thing.
Because there's so much DLC these days, with significant expansions. That is the most significant expansion maybe ever. It's probably big enough to be its own standalone game, and that's probably why it's been nominated. But it's a weird one to be in there.
It is. I like it a lot. I played the whole thing. It's really, really good. I just say probably the best DLC, or biggest DLC for sure, has been put out there. But yeah, I wouldn't. Not something I would nominate for a game of the year, a whole game of the year.
No, I would. I am intrigued by this Balatro game.
There's always one like you never heard of. It's just a sneak screen to there.
Is it like a card game, like a card battler or something like that? Or
yeah, I think it's like a card game, but I don't know. There's some twist to it. I'm not entirely sure what it is, to be honest.
I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I've heard it's very, very popular, and since it was nominated for Game of the Year, like a lot of people have been talking about it and saying it's really, really good. It's one I'll have a look into because I am very intrigued. It must be said.
Yeah.
But for me, Astro Bot should win it because it's awesome. But I think Elden Ring DLC wins it. But we'll talk about the Game Awards in greater detail on next week's show because it's happening this coming Thursday, the Game Awards. So we'll record again next Sunday and we'll go through what happened and what was announced and all the rest of it.
Yeah. For me, it's Rebirth, but if I'd be happy with Astrobot as well because Astrobot is fantastic.
Yeah, I like Monkey Souls a lot as well, to be fair. And that the Persona 1 is supposed to be very good as well.
Metaphor, yeah. I have it. Yeah. I have played it because there's too many games.
Yeah.
Too many games. It's like 500 hours long. So, but yeah, one day I'll get around to it.
Maybe.
Right.
You're going to have to guide me through the wrestling segment. Now, we've decided that this week we're not going to talk about AEW. Because we don't watch it, and all we seem to do is bitch about it.
There are things I really like about it. I really like John Moxley. I like the thing they've got going on. Yeah, we say this every week. We like the people on there.
Every week we say the same thing, but I
don't get it.
I don't know what's going on with it. I've not that like I said, I've not watched a great deal of wrestling apart from sort of highlights and keeping up with stuff on social media, and I've not had chance or really the interest in catching up with AEW at this present time. Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe
that'll be our New Year's resolution. Watch a bit more AEW.
Right, let's have a look what we got. So Survivor Series was very good. I don't think it quite blew people away.
No,
but it was a solid B tier pay per view.
Yeah,
PPLE.
PLE.
PPVLE.
PPL. Paper Live.
Yeah. So the good guys won both of the chamber matches, War Games matches.
Yep.
Which is cool. It's a cool spot with Io Sky doing a big flip in a bin.
Yeah, she's been the MVP in WWE this year for me.
Yeah.
A lot of people will sort of go towards Rhea, but for me, Io Sky has been quietly doing the hard work in the background there to really elevate herself and also the women's division.
Yeah, it's just great. It's like, this match was great. All the women did a great job. Did have a slow start. I think it was Nia and Bayley to start with. Nia, has improved loads since it's come back.
Yeah, I've done nothing but praise her, and then she really let me down with them terrible chair shots. Mistakes happen, though they were Hulk Hogan chair shots, yeah, for sure. They were probably worse than that, in all fairness.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a bit of a very slow start, but it picked up towards the end and had a good spots in there, which is cool.
Tiffany constantly teasing this cash in. It will happen eventually, and it will happen on Nia. I'm sure of it. But she teased it again in the match, and Ricardo Rodriguez sort of ruined it, but it's fine.
Yeah, she teased it again on Deadline actually yesterday. She's teasing it everywhere. Right, what else do we have? Shinsuke Nakamura beating LA Knight to win the United States Championship, which is good.
I did think this would happen. I thought this might happen. I I just felt like when they brought Nakamura back that it felt a little bit different this time with especially with what they were going with and the direction of his character. But it just felt like there was something about the return of him that felt a little bit different. But I love this new character that he's portraying, and I felt like it was probably the right time to take the belt from LA Knight. I'm not sure if that wave of momentum that he was riding has sort of died down a touch. I still think he's super popular, but I think it was the right move to put the belt on Nakamura.
Me too. The problem with Nakamura was recently is that he just never wins. He has all these feuds, but then he just loses match after match after match.
Yeah.
But this is really good. I think he definitely needed this win, and I'm happy to see him back because Nakamura's like,
he's awesome,
so good. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
From Breaker defeating Sheamus and the Kaiser.
Sean Connery
doing Ludwig Kaiser's been doing great stuff. I'm glad he's
he's been doing really good. Yeah, I thought this match banged, to be honest. And Sheamus will win the IC title eventually. They're going to tease it until it's like Sheamus is like, if I don't win it this time, I'm never going for it again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he'll win it. I think, have him win it at WrestleMania next year. Make a big deal out of it and have him win it there.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Big heroic IC title victory to complete his Grand Slam. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, agreed. We had World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defeating Damian Priest in an okay match. We had Finn Balor interrupting the match and costing him the title to have another match in the future, no doubt. That feud continues.
Yeah, I know that from what I read a couple of days back, Finn Balor's going to get a big singles push next year, which I do think will finally lead to him being a world champion.
Good.
Properly this time.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But
yeah, Finn Balor's great. Always like Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So it's about time he got some sort of good run.
Yeah. They've done it on NXT and proved it worked. And Finn Balor is just so awesome. He's not long signed a new deal, so it feels like now is the right time to pull a trigger on Finn Balor having a great solo title run.
Yes.
And I'm not talking mid-card, I'm talking world title.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
100%. Then we had the main event, which was, of course, the men's War Game match. OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. Plus CM Punk. Plus Bronson Reed.
Yep.
But yeah, really good match. A few injuries that were sustained, unfortunately.
Bronson Reed one is nasty.
Yeah, broke his foot. Ouchies.
Ooh.
I just showed the replay on Raw, actually, and like you saw his foot. So, going the wrong direction.
Yeah, not good at all.
Not good. Jey Uso broke his toe. Ouch.
Yep.
And I could get it mixed up. Tamatonga?
Yes.
The bad one.
Tangaloa.
Tangaloa, yeah. He got a arm injury. I think he got like a torn his muscles.
Okay.
He was getting hit by CM Punk with the toolbox, and apparently he got hit in the arm and tore his muscle. Which muscle?
Yeah. A muscle.
A muscle. So that's a shame. It's never good to get, see people get injured.
No, not at all.
But yeah, great match. Ended with everyone hit their finishes on Solo, and good guys won. With a spear.
To be honest, I didn't see this happening. I thought the Bloodline might win, the new Bloodline.
Yeah.
Just to keep things moving on a little bit. And I don't know, there was something in me that thought there might be a Heyman heel turn in there to side with Solo and, the rest of them. But it didn't come to fruition and the good guys won. And that's fine.
Yeah, it's good. And now Paul Heyman owes Punk a favor, whatever that might be. So there's that. That's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Great to see Punk in WWE again, by the way.
Yeah, it's great, and he seems to be enjoying himself. He's been put on good matches.
Yeah, he's not done anything crap either since he came back, which is great. So
yeah, good stuff. Cool stuff. Right.
Yeah,
that's Survivor Series, and then Monday Night Raw. possibly the best Raw of the year. Some very cool moments.
Yeah, a lot of people were really praising Raw, like saying it was like they were ready for a third hour when usually they're sort of maybe a little bit burnt out. But yeah, we are heading very quickly into the Netflix era of WWE, which is starting in literally just under a month now. So that's exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm very intrigued by it all. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
But yeah, me too. I can't wait for it being on Netflix. Could be very cool. But yeah, it kicks off with CM Punk finally starting his feud with Seth "Gosh darn" Rollins.
Good promo that was. I did watch all of that.
Yeah, that was very good. Sami Zayn came out to try and break him up, and then later not having a match with Seth Rollins. We had Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defeating Damage Control.
Control.
It's got to be saying it, this guy. Yeah. Then Rhea Ripley came out and got her eye smashed into the corner of the announce table.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. We had the first round match in the Women's Intercontinental Championship match.
Yeah, which is cool that's happening. Love that.
Yep, very, very cool.
Love a tournament.
Dakota Kai won the first match. She's going forwards.
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah, great. I've always liked Dakota Kai, so that's awesome. She defeated Katana Chance and Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
And then we had the New Day 10-year anniversary. It started off with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. They're going through their... Sounded like they're about to break up with us, going through a divorce. We love you very much. It isn't your fault. But then Big E came out. Says, I'm here to, reunite you all. I'm going to be here every week as your manager going forwards. Hooray!
Yay!
But then, of course, Xavier Woods was like, now? You're going to come here now after all this time? And then, being a big heel. And then Kofi Kingston sided with Woods, saying, yeah, you left us, E. You broke a neck, so what? Stone Cold broke his neck, he came back. Kurt Angle, Edge, they broke their neck. It's like, Kofi's turning heel as well? What?
Yeah, I didn't see it happening at all. But I thought this was really good. It was really well executed. I don't know where this goes because it now makes me think we've not seen the last of Big E.
Oh, yeah. Big E's coming back for sure.
Because it makes perfect sense because otherwise... Because that won't be the end of... That won't be how they write Big E off completely.
No.
But... Yeah, I thought this was really good, really well executed. Great heel turn. It's been coming. We thought it was just going to be Woods turning on Kofi, but they swerved us completely and turned Kofi heel as well, which I think, to be honest, this is very, very good for both of them because it just refreshes it. I mean, they've been faces for, 10 years pretty much. And, it needed freshening up. And they have done. And I think it just, I was really, really impressed with what they did, and I can't wait to see what happens this week.
Yeah, me too. They did a good job of having the camera focus on Big E's face, looking all sad. Come on, guys, what's going on? And then kind of ended with Big E sadly walking out the ring.
Yeah,
and then they Woods and Kofi reunited, saying it's just us now. The little handshake thing. It's cool. I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too.
Good stuff. We had Gunther versus Dominic Mysterio, which is actually a very good match.
Yeah,
people actually cheering Dominic Mysterio. Whoa.
Weird. You know what? Dominic has improved so much in the ring, and he's become such a more interesting character. Like when he first came in, no one gave two shits at all, myself included. But he's really sort of just turned it around, and he's so good now.
It's great. It's very entertaining. He's a fantastic heel, and he is really good in the ring. As he showed you in this match, it's a great match. And what happened after that? I'm trying to think. Finn Balor came out, and he attacks Gunther. So that's going to be a match going forwards, no doubt.
So if you remember, this was supposed to happen in NXT UK. This match. This is right before the pandemic because they were going to have NXT UK takeover in Ireland and it was going to be Finn Balor versus Walter for the NXT UK Championship.
Oh.
Then the pandemic happened, and that just didn't happen. And yeah, now we're going to get it on the main roster by the looks of it, which is really cool.
Very cool. That's right. He had 3 coup de grâces on Gunther, and he was like, Dominic, this is how it's done, kid. So yeah, I think Judgment Day is definitely going to break up. Finn Balor's going to go on his own. Dominic and Liv.
I think the rest of them will carry on together.
You think so?
I think they carry on without Finn, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think Finn breaks off and does his own thing, and I think the rest of them carry on, and they get a different name.
Interesting. I like it. We had R-Truth versus Peter Dunne.
Yeah.
Dunne.
Peter.
People are still chanting Butch. Pete, making that a thing. And he's getting distracted and got rolled up in about 3 seconds by Truth.
Yeah.
So that feud continues, which is pretty entertaining. I like Truth.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. He's always good value.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
In unbelievable condition for his age as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous. The shape he's in, but he keeps going. He's evergreen.
He is, really is. Oh, it's just like the fact that Pete Dunne's on TV as well.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been a big fan of Pete Dunne.
Is Tyler Bate injured?
Yes, unfortunately. Right. Unfortunate timing. He finally makes his way to the main roster and he gets injured straight away, almost. Yeah. He'll be back, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
They finished off the night with Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was accusing Seth of attacking Jay backstage.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the match, he grabbed a chair saying, "It's your fault you attacked him." And one said, "No, it wasn't me." Sami threw the chair down and got rolled up by Seth and lost the match.
Yeah.
And after the match, after Seth left the ring, he got attacked from behind with a big kick by a man in a hoodie. It's bloody flipping Drew McIntyre. He's back.
Whoa.
Say what? So yeah, to attack Sami Zayn, presumably because he teamed up with CM Punk. I guess.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. But I think that's cool. I like, it's cool to see Drew McIntyre back. I mean, the WWE roster is outrageous.
Yeah, it really is.
It's stacked. It really is stacked.
It's so good.
Yeah, so good.
Drew versus Sami, that's going to be an awesome feud. Go forwards. And yeah, good to see him back.
For sure, yeah.
What else happened? SmackDown happened. Let's get the results up. It started off with Chad Gable confronting Cody Rhodes. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because Cody Rhodes sort of alluded to Chad Gable being... I've clearly watched more wrestling than I made out here. Alluded to Chad Gable being Shorty G and himself being Stardust. God, Shorty G. Jesus wept.
God almighty. So he came out with the shorts of the best. Terrible. So yeah, that's set up the match late for the night. Sounds cool. We had Tiffany Stratton defeating Naomi and Alexa Lopez to progress in the Women's United States title tournament.
Yep.
So you could potentially be the champion and the Money in the Bank holder.
Don't see it happening, but yes, it could happen.
Yeah, I got it happening. But still, Tiffany is very cool, so I don't mind seeing her.
For sure. Oh, yeah, same.
We had Bianca Belair defeating Piper Niven. She won the match by doing a KOD onto Chelsea Green with Piper Niven. It's very funny.
Impressive. Your favorite, Bianca Belair?
Yeah, she's great. I do like Bianca Belair a lot. She's just boring. It needs a character change, in my opinion.
I agree. I do agree completely, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think attacked Jay Cargill backstage?
I would be... I'm gonna say I think it was Bianca.
Interesting. Was she in the match though when it happened? Unless it happened beforehand. And, yeah.
It's wrestling. Anything can happen.
True. I hope it is.
Otherwise, I don't know. But I do think it has something to at least something to do with Bianca Belair, but I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I hope so because that'd be a good heel turn. It did seem to be like they're almost teasing, but not quite teasing Naomi, because they were like backstage talking and like, "Oh, we're gonna find her," but it's like Naomi's I don't know. Something seemed, maybe it's just me looking into it too much, but Naomi seemed sus, as the kids say.
Sus. Okay.
Pretty sus. I don't know.
Pretty sus. Seems kind of sus to me.
Me too.
Well, that'd be cool though. I think Naomi would benefit from would be okay as a heel.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd be okay with it.
Me too.
Yeah. We had LA Knight demanding a rematch from Shinsuke Nakamura. We had Andrade come down to confront them both, but then they all got beaten up by the Bloodline 2.0. All the remaining members who aren't injured.
So Solo on his own.
Yeah, basically. Solo, Jacob Batu, and Tama Tonga? Question mark.
Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah,
non-injured one.
The non-injured one. Yeah. Yeah, Tangaloa is the injured one. Tama Tonga is the one who goes yeah.
And then we had DIY against the Motor City Machine Guns for the tag team title. Good match. Tommaso Ciampa was being very heelish. He was arguing with Johnny Gargano because he didn't want to attack his friends. He was like getting angry, pushed him around, trapped a steel chair. And as the ref's back was turned, Johnny Gargano, boom, low blow to what's his name? The one who isn't Chris Sabin. No, he is Chris Sabin.
Alex Shelley.
Alex Shelley, yeah, okay. No, yeah, he low blow Chris Sabin behind the ref's back. It's like, oh my god, Johnny's turning heel as well. It was a ruse the whole time. Johnny and Tommaso were on the same page. It was all
I think this is a very smart move.
Me too. I think it's very cool.
Yes, I do. I like it a lot. I'm here for it. When I saw that they won, I was like, oh, okay, they're taking the belts off the Motor City Machine Guns already, but it's all part of the bigger picture for DIY to turn heel, and I'm totally fine with it. I think that's cool. I really do like that.
Yeah, me too. And it keeps them fresh.
For sure it does, yeah. And, it just keeps that face momentum going for Motor City Machine Guns as well.
Yeah, big time. Well, it's at the end when Gargano looked at Ciampa and face to face, and he was like, "Well, that works."
Yeah,
very cool.
That's it. Being a heel works. There you go. It's all good.
Yeah. Very cool. And then we had the match with Cody Rhodes and Jack Gable, which is very, very good. Unsurprisingly, both these guys are fantastic.
Jack Gable sold the life out of that Crossroads.
You did, yeah.
Oh, spiked.
Yeah, one that's up there. Great match, and then of course Kevin Owens came down and beat up Cody Rhodes some more.
Yep,
cool.
So that match is happening at Saturday night's main event this weekend, right?
Yes, on the 15th, 14th of December, next Saturday.
Is it on WWE Network that, or?
I think so. Must be. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool indeed.
Very, very cool. And then we had Deadline last night. I'll go through quickly.
Yes, which I haven't actually seen, but I'm happy to go through the results.
Cool. It was good. I liked it a lot. We had the men's Iron Survivor Challenge with its many, many rules.
It's confusing, right?
It is pretty confusing, but I like it. It made sense during the match, I think.
Oh, wait, I've seen who wins this. I have seen the results, actually, yeah. We're all good.
Cool. But yeah, we had Wesley, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, Nathan Frazier, and the Mystery Man.
Oh.
Who came out last. Who turned out to be Obafemi, who we haven't seen in a long time.
Dude, that guy is just a brick shithouse.
He really is. He's great.
He's awesome. And one would imagine that he signed a new deal because I think his deal is up fairly soon. It makes perfect sense for them to lock him down. I can't see why he'd go anywhere else. And he's awesome. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a huge star for years to come in WWE. I really, really do.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, he was great. He won the match, obviously. He got 2 points at once by choke slamming Nathan Frazier and Javon Evans, which is quite good.
Yeah.
It looked like Javon Evans was going to get a point back at the end because he did this springboard gutter, but timing out, he couldn't quite get the pin. And Obafemi won. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Backstage after that, Javon Evans and Wesley got into a fight.
Big fan of Wesley, dude. Big fan of Javon Evans. Big fan of NXT rules. And Eric Bischoff was obviously on NXT this week, stirring the pot, saying this is where the revolution is happening because Eric Bischoff.
It's bad.
Eric Bischoff loves to take a pot shot at AEW.
Yeah.
Loves a pot shot. Hates AEW.
Then we had Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in an NXT Underground match.
Yeah. You know what? NXT have been doing the underground stuff right.
Yeah, they were pretty good, actually. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I expected not to like this match, but I liked it. It was good.
Mm.
And yeah, the one with martial arts, black belt in, what was it? Taekwondo, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She won, anyway. the actual fighter won the fighting match, so that's good.
Is that Lola Vice?
Yes. Yes,
Lola Vice seems, because Lola Vice does seem to lose a lot of matches, but it'd be good to see her actually win matches for a change.
Yeah, because she won this. She beat up Jada Parker in a good match. I liked it.
Good him. Good.
Yeah. Well played.
I will watch this because I do love the NXT shows.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really, really consistent, NXT.
Oh, God, they've had an unbelievable year. This is probably, it's been amazing this year, NXT.
Yeah. Love it. Then we had the Tag Team Championship match. We had Nathan Frazier back again, an Axiom, versus Miles Bourne and Tavon Heights. That was say it?
Tavon Heights, yeah.
Yeah. But again, very good match. Nathan Frazier came down, bandaged up, the bloody nose and face, and beaten up. That's quite funny. Looked like they were going to lose. The Miles Bourne, Tavon Heights were beating him up the whole match, but they managed to bring it back, and Axiom ended up getting the win.
There we go. That's good. A bounce back for Axiom and another win for Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And I like them too as a tag team. I really do. Tavon Heights is really, really good, by the way. He's not long come back from a spell in Japan. WWE let him go and wrestle it in Pro Wrestling Noah. Nice. And he was really good out there. He did a really good stuff and won a lot of praise. So it's good to see him back in NXT. And I expect pretty big things from him in the future.
Yeah, I think they all did great. It was a great match. Thanks a lot. Good stuff. Then we had NXT champion Trick Williams defeating Ridge Holland in a fun match.
Yep.
Yeah, really good match.
I'm glad they didn't put that belt on Ridge Holland. Jesus.
Yeah, me too. And I don't dislike Ridge, but he's not at that point, is he? He's not top main event level.
Nah, not at all. As much as they clearly want him to be, he just isn't.
Yeah,
that's okay. Not everyone is, but he could get there. But at the minute, he's not there.
Yeah, but it's a really good match. Actually, I liked it a lot. Crowd need to like it as well. So that's
Trick Williams is outrageously over, ridiculously over.
Yeah,
and it's not even somebody I'm a huge fan of, to be honest. Wouldn't be my pick for NXT champion, but it's fine that he is.
Yeah, I was when he was North American champion. I wasn't big on him.
No. And I'm still not now, but it's fine. The crowd love him. He's over. He's not even the greatest worker, but he's just over.
Yes, it's crazy over. I think he's just too green at the minute, too fresh for me.
I still think that as well. But I think eventually Oberfemi beats him for that title anyway. So
probably, but it's cool. Yeah, it's a good match. Great stuff.
Yeah, we
had the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, which again was very, very good. This women division is insane.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's the best women's division in all of wrestling, but it's not even a debate. It just is.
Yeah, but it's great. Everyone got their moment to shine in this match. I don't think it could have been booked any better. To be honest, it was really, really good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone was great. Everyone came out with looking good. And yeah, Julia won. I think probably the right choice.
They put this on last, didn't they?
They did. It's the main event.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's good. And they obviously had massive expectations for it, hence why it went on last. But you know what? There is so much good women's wrestling on NXT every single week, and you can tell this even just by watching the top tens that most of it is women's wrestling, and that's it's so good on NXT. And that women's division is outrageous. It really, really is. And Julia winning is perfect. It takes NXT just in a whole new direction, because I do think she'll win the women's championship, and I think then somehow, some way, Stephanie Vaca becomes number one contender, and then we get that match probably at the whatever their equivalent of WrestleMania is. It Stand and Deliver?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I think we get that match there as the big showcase main event for NXT Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, and it'll be awesome as well.
Yeah. So good. Julia's great. They're all great.
Yeah, they're all great. It's crazy.
Great
NXT's on a phenomenal year. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, it's got a good long period, but I just wasn't watching it because I wasn't interested. Just like the Rainbow era.
Yeah, but now it's must see. I think every week.
Yeah, it really is. It's gone straight back to being must see, as you say.
Yeah, and they've done a very good job of turning it around because it looked like it just wasn't going to be able to be turned around at one point. But now it's very, very good, and I'm really happy that NXT's back where it should be, and that's as must see wrestling television every week.
Yeah, great, good stuff.
Yeah, excellent.
And that's about it for wrestling.
There we go.
Happened. The matches and people won, and some of the people lost.
Yeah, and there was some stuff announced. People talked, and I'm sure it was really great.
Yeah,
there was some flips and shit. It was great. Honestly, go watch it. Probably.
Someone bled, probably. Someone dropped on the head.
Yeah, the usual stuff. Good.
Maybe some attempted murder thrown in there.
Yeah, and Mercedes, my name is terrible. That's almost a guarantee. So there we go. There's AEW in a nutshell for you guys.
There you go. We
will watch it next year. New Year's resolution.
Yes, we will attempt to watch it.
Cool. All right. Anything else you want to talk about, Finn?
I think that's about it, to be honest.
All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you very much for listening and watching once again. Thank you for keeping on coming back to the channel and checking out all of the stuff that I've been doing. And obviously, Finn's been involved a lot more recently as well, and will continue to be involved a lot more going forward. But yeah, this has been a brand new episode of the Games Graps Podcast. We are a weekly video game and wrestling podcast that posts on this YouTube channel on whichever day it drops. I think it's going to be Mondays going forward.
Okay, that makes sense.
Record Sunday, drop Monday.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, cool. So that's what we'll do. But yeah, there we go. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends and their friends and their friends as well. But yeah, we'll see you next week where we'll talk about the Game Awards and everything else that happens. And yeah, my name is Sonny G, and I've been here with Finn Steele.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week. Take it easy, guys. Goodbye.
Thanks so much. Goodbye.